Hello everyone, we're back and for the next episode. Really cool, everyone is, or a lot of people are watching actually, so thanks for that, and also please subscribe.
In the previous episodes we've done a lot. We removed the whole front upper member, managed to weld the complete new one from the second-hand front quarter back on, which is looking really nicely. Also we
One rear bumper.
removed the rear bumper, had a lot of fun together, which is very, very important with these kind of projects. Yeah. And we cut a hole in the rear quarter, which revealed quite some more damage to the internal structure.
So, we're back together, up for the next one, and also the paint arrived. So we actually at least want to give this front arm a new color.
Yeah, nice finish.
Yeah, the nice finish. It's all welded up and everything still matches up, which is also good. And well, we're going to move forward on that. So the paint is actually tri-coat, is it?
Yeah, it's
Because
triple layer. First the base color, the white color, and on top of that your pearl color is gonna be put, because you need the base color for the actual color. The pearl is only for the nice shine on it.
Yeah. So yeah, lots of things to do. We'll see where we end, and perhaps we can do some front suspension work because we're missing something here, and we got a whole back piece, of course. So we'll see how it goes, and let's go.
Yes.
So we first covered everything up that we did not want to turn white, which is quite important actually for the engine bay. And well, after that it was time for the primer. So it's quite important, or at least that's what I learned from my dad, to do thin layers and do several of those. As you can see, the covering of this epoxy primer is really good.
And that's the primer.
First layer.
First layer.
Second layer.
And then the second layer, this one is just an additional one. It will just help to protect the bare steel, of course. Sometimes you need to use what you have around. We couldn't find the paint stripper, so well.
So this is the primer. Now we are going to do the first layer, which is the crystal pearl white. So this is the base color right now. It's looking really smooth. As you can see, it's good. No, it's really good. Or we find it good. So yeah, this is the first coat. This will bring the white back, actually.
Pretty cool to actually see the result of something, which has been quite a lot of work, of course, to repair this whole frame member that was damaged.
It's really thin, like thin spray. So we're going to do several layers. It's back white in the original color. Really cool. So we now got the base layer. My dad is shaking the. This is the pearl, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this gives the metallic pearl look, because right now it's just plain white. It is the plain white color of the car, but yeah, now we need the extra. The extra. The extra.
Finishing touch.
Yeah, exactly. We now have pearl. So this is the metallic. Looking great. We think it looks better than original from Mazda.
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
100% sure.
Yeah.
Now only the clear coat. We're going to do a thin layer because these frame parts it doesn't look like they use a lot of clear coat on it. So otherwise it's quite a big difference. So we'll do our best.
We want to match up the other side, of course, but it's quite difficult, of course. It's an 11-year-old car, so it will always look newer.
We consider the front done. Really cool. If you see the before and after, makes so much difference. Even we got the whole inner structure with the strut tower, it's repaired. So yeah. Oh. Well, this one, yeah. It's a bit of a difference.
It matches up.
Yeah, yeah.
A bit.
Yeah. Yeah, we ruined that one, but it was ruined, of course. So yeah, front is done. Big accomplishment, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. The top is drying. And finished actually. We want to continue with the whole suspension and the brake line. Now we can reach the brake line really well. So we're going to replace that and build up the suspension, spring, etc. Wheel, brake disc. We drive out.
Drive home.
Because the brake line was completely bent and broken, we have to replace it. So we cut it in two here, because it would make it easier to repair actually.
So here we have the brake pump, which is also used on
ABS.
the ABS, yeah, pump.
Because I removed this brake line myself from the breaker's yard. I knew how it was fitted, so I had to unscrew this one.
Love to see someone else struggle. Little boy.
This brake line goes all the way to the chassis, to the frame, and it's clamped in. So we need to remove this one from the clamps.
We took our time removing this brake line because it's clipped in small plastic clips, and if they break it would be a waste. So eventually we got it out. And of course after that it was working the other way around and putting it back in. When it's clipped in, it's all falls in place.
These kind of brake lines are usually quite expensive to get if you want them new. I searched them up. I thought the new one was something like 90 euros, and now I got it for 5. 5 from the breaker's yard, so that saves a lot of money. And that's one new brake line.
This stabilizer link is quite bent, so we need to replace this.
These ones are very cheap. Stabilizer link. This one slightly bent. So, and these were new, 12 euros. They're very cheap, so don't waste time on it. And we bought it new.
You can clearly see how bent it is. It's not much. They screw on and off quite easily, and that's it.
We had some damaged, like body sealer, seam sealer it's called. So we used this polyurethane seam sealer. It's what they all use, I think.
Yeah.
So we're just going to cover up. So we're just going to cover up these parts, which got, well, scraped off by the wheel when it was standing a little bit inwards. So yeah, that's what you use this for.
So we just apply quite a thick layer, because it's quite thick in this wheel arch. And after that we will just use our fingers.
The artwork of a finger. It's probably not how they do it in the factory, but we're getting close, I think. And it's covered. So that's the whole point of this.
Yeah. Okay. Kijk eens, net echt.
Going to start with the front suspension. Begin with the lower suspension arm.
The lower suspension arm is very straightforward. You just slide it into the slots it has to go in. We apply some blue Loctite on the 3 bolts that need to go in, just for a safety precaution, of course, that they stay in while driving.
All right, also second-hand one with the wheel hub. So, well, let's put it on.
Because everything was all connected already and we didn't want to lose the camber bolts. It was a bit of a hassle to get it in correctly. But eventually we managed to, well, sort of get the drive shaft in. It just needed a little bit of extra force, and yeah, that was the most difficult part. And this connection rod needed an extra push, but eventually together with the jack we got it completely in and we could really see the drive shaft fitting through.
Suspension arm, wheel hub, and the shock absorber are done. They're on.
All what was remaining was the main nut for the drive shaft. We only had a bit of an issue with the ABS sensor.
At the breakers yard, you usually break these kind of clips. So this one is the new one. So they kind of broke the tip off. So then you can't get it in.
Good thing is that the ones that we removed from the old part were still in one piece.
That's very normal.
That's him.
So with that, we managed to
Lock.
get it in.
Voila, we have ABS. We're going to bleed the brake directly, otherwise we will forget it probably.
Yeah.
Good idea from my dad.
Yeah.
I have this vacuum thing, which actually pulls through the brake fluid.
So yeah, here my dad is struggling and I'm saying you should have put it the other way around.
Don't laugh. He's laughing at his father.
These are the moments
Ja,
that
hoor.
really make your day. The only thing is with our vacuum thing, it didn't pull through correctly.
Alright, my father is in the car pushing the brake pedal. I'm just closing it up a little more. Ik doe hem even iets dichter, anders gaat het niet. Ja?
So here my dad presses the brake pedal, I open it
Yeah.
up, close it again, he releases the
Yeah,
pedal, and this is how we continue until we have good brake pressure. Because it's a very short piece
Yeah.
of brake line, this was done very
Alright.
quickly.
Brake is cleared of air. It seems like the ABS unit, thanks Dad, doesn't really pulls air in. So it was only this small piece of brake line. And as you can see, it's filled up now with brake fluid. So this one is finished. Oh God, there we have him.
A lion.
Shiloh.
Terrible angry dog. Okay.
We got a wheel on.
I already
Like
told him,
nothing's happened.
I think it's the wrong wheel.
Did you check
So
met het wiel?
here I asked, are you
Ja.
sure?
Kijk maar. Je doet zo.
Oh ja.
Allebei erachter.
Oh ja.
En er zit misschien nog een rij. Fout.
Nee, ik zat het.
It's wrong.
It's
I
wrong.
told you it's wrong.
We'll cut this out.
No, I won't.
The Mazda is back on its wheels. As you can see, huge progress. Really happy with it. So, yeah, look at it. Awesome. Somehow, we want to drive the car outside, but it won't start, as you can see. So, I got the keys, but we have like no power. So, we're not sure what the issue is.
As you can remember, it was running, so that
It's
wasn't the issue.
12.1, so there's no problem.
We did some
If you
measurements.
start it, then if it's bad, then it will drop down.
So we did something. Yeah, not sure yet.
We can always sell it as a damaged car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We went through what did we remove.
After half an hour of searching, roughly, we think, we're not sure, we think, we got these ones. They are normally on the bumper support bracket. These cables are on here. They don't have a function, but we think it's the earth.
That's the Mazda cable.
Yeah, the Mazda cables. So we're just going to plug these underneath, and we're going to see if it starts then. Maybe this is from the starter engine. You never know. The starter motor, yeah, which blocks it from starting. So we're going to put these on and be back in a bit. We plug it on and the car makes noises. So
it's coming alive. Looked like a reanimation. CPR.
we can hear it now. I think we found it. Just one cable. Unbelievable. Oh yeah, it's on. Yeah.
I don't hear it.
Now it's off. Two cables. It must make the loop or something. First drive for the Mazda. We're just going to push it out a little bit so we can see if the wheel angle is a little better. Yeah, fun. Look at that! Front is done.
First success.
Yeah, exactly. Framework is done.
Yeah.
But for the rest, it's all parts. It's all screwn.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. Little paint work.
yeah, but that's a lot easier than the big framework. So that was good.
Probably we will need a wheel alignment because we removed all the parts, but that's just minor things. You can do that everywhere. But the framework, yeah, looks great.
We'll just need the back. A little work. A little work on the back still, right?
We better concentrate on this side. It looks much better. I'll stay here.
Finished. Yeah. Well, we're good. So we need to recopy this on that. Let's go.
As you can maybe remember from the previous episode, we cut a gaping hole in the rear quarter. Well, we need to even this out, of course, for our replacement.
And we'll get the door off because it's in the way. So the door is just with a simple plug in the bodywork. So
Further than that, it's just 4 bolts and another one from the inside part, which gives like the soft close. And well, then the door is removed. That's it.
yeah, a little questioning where we should start, but I think with these cases we just need to start somewhere. So
At the beginning.
yeah, it's just a lot of spot weld. So the same as the front piece, we just need to start and mark all the spot welds, and which we need to drill out again. I think 110.
I think 240.
We're going to see who is the closest.
Because it's one.
Yeah, it's per piece.
Oh, per
110
piece.
per
Okay.
piece.
150.
For one piece.
For one
okay.
piece.
150, 110. We'll see where we'll end. We are going to start sort of small. So take out this pieces first. So we keep the most on, and if it needs to come off, we can always do it. So we're first going to take off the outer shell where we want, then the inner shell, and also drill out this piece, of course, to see where we need to pull it straight. So yeah, lots of work, just going to start. So we have 2 spot weld drills. This is a saw, which we use for the front piece, and these are flat spot weld drills, which are less in diameter. We're going to use a lot of these ones here, because then we don't have to weld that much and it stays cleaner, and this is really visible. So we'll use both probably, but we'll try to use these more. Trying to get rid of this seam sealer. Saw some videos with a wire brush. So let's see if
No, this was not easy to do.
Ik denk dat het wel steeds gaat vallen.
ik vind het over 10 jaar nog.
But the only way to do this like nicely, I had to put on a lot of force and well, put my weight into it. And because the heat from the wire brush, it actually melts a little bit and it comes off then quite easily eventually, but it needs a lot of strength.
I'll find seam sealer till eternity, but everywhere.
But as you can see, it comes off nicely and reveals the spot weld. Meanwhile, I continue doing this and my dad is doing a lot of spot weld drilling.
Here you can clearly see the different panels it's built up from. And this is actually moving into the outer panel. So what you see here is also welded on the internal one. But seam sealer is off. Big mess here, but well, went okay. How's it going?
Very good. Die moet er even af. This one has to be removed.
Goes well with the new drills?
Yeah, very good. Yeah, perfect.
The steel plates here is a lot. Yeah, the
Sheets.
Yeah, the sheet steel is very thin. A lot thinner compared to the front. Actually, with the round saws we use for the front, might go through really quickly here. So we're really happy the new drills work well.
Yeah,
I think.
perfect. Yeah.
Further than that, it was a lot of spot weld drilling. We couldn't avoid drilling through both panels sometimes. Then we used this wedge in between, which actually breaks the spot weld. And well, eventually this got it all released from each other. It's really interesting to see how this is being built up.
Were all the cars also like this? Fixed?
No. This is very easy because the inside panel, outside panel is flat welded, and all the old cars, the inside panel goes around and then they're welded on the inside. It's always a bit more difficult, but this is a nice construction. Easy. I like it.
I like easy. So we did a lot of spot welds now. I'm going to make a first cut to cut some pieces out so we can see the inside and it works easier. So we're going to use the multi-tool with a HS steel saw. If you do a grinder, you have a lot of sparks. We want to avoid it and have a clean cut. So try.
And now time for the big reveal. We decided to cut it on these areas as the outer shell we wouldn't be on this point, so eventually we could line them up really nicely. So this was at the door, and here the upper door with the frame, and voila,
It's off.
this piece off.
That's a big gap we have now.
Here you can clearly see how the inner structure is built up. And well, after that we were starting on the back side of the rear quarter. Again, drilling out the spot welds we had to take off. Also from the inner side where the trunk lid of course goes. And then again, make a cut through the panel.
It surprises us a lot actually. This went really smooth. Really smooth. We would have thought it took longer. The front is a lot more work actually. The front is really a lot more work.
Yeah.
It's just a lot thinner steel. And of course this is not structural. This is not
so,
really
no.
like...
And much less
There's
spot welds.
Yeah, and a lot less force on it I think when you drive. So it doesn't need that much strength compared to the front. Yeah. Wow. Now you can clearly see the inner structure. We need to get out. We're first going to pull it with our massive L frame puller. Because replacing this is not really necessary we think. So we're going to reuse this. We really are. So we're going to pull this out, but then we need the outer shell already from the new panel so we can actually fit it to the requirement, what we wanted. and we'll start small, and if more needs to come off, we'll see. So yeah, a lot of progress being made actually, and we now have the rear a lot further.
Yeah.
It did not took long before we thought, let's do it differently.
We were inspecting the new rear quarter. Bit new. We think we are going to take more off from the old car, and we're actually probably not going to pull. For what we are going to have in plan now, is going to remove. We're still going to remove this one,
The inner shell.
inner shell, make a weld across this this panel, and because the back side is also quite denned in, we were thinking, why not do a lot more? So we're going to take all of this off up till the corner where it's linked around here, and this little folds around the outer shell right here. We have our doubts. We are going to make that nice.
Quite a difficult piece.
Yeah. So then our idea is we're going to cut this one also across, get this off, and then if we take the outer shell off, it's actually going to be easier this way, because then we have the outer shell cut across here, all down below, reuse up till here.
Till here.
No,
Yeah.
oh, no, that's the next pin. Oh yeah, up
Till
till
there.
here actually. Then we're going across the seam sealer down, and that's it. And then of course across the edge all along. But we leave this seam sealer intact, and we're going to reuse a lot more of the panel. Oh, and of course the inner structure. We're going to reuse the internal piece.
Yeah.
That's the plan, right?
Yeah, we keep this whole bit original, so that saves us a lot of work with with painting and body filler and everything. It's all original, so it's always better.
Yeah, so that's the plan for now.
Yeah.
And that's where we're going to end this episode with. Big thanks for watching. If you haven't done it, please subscribe, like, etc. It's free. Doesn't cost you anything. It helps us a lot. It gives us the extra boost for a new project car.
Yes.
Well, see you next time.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
I have a dream.
Someone had a few sleepless nights to design this. I would go just like this, but
Yeah, this person did like his pipe bender.
That's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want, so I'll take it on. I've made mistakes, but mistakes make you strong.